As you can see already, the car is lifted up and is suspended. Mr. Cool Auto Fix, and today we got a situation. And the situation here is we want to fix the AC of this Ford Mondeo 98 model. You can see the accumulator. Now, before getting everything, a lot of you guys know that one of the problems with this car is actually getting your hands on. Getting your hands on the tight spot where a lot of things are located. Now, it was a very big fight to remove the fan, which you can see over here. And you know, before you have to get that out, you gotta get this one out. See, this is actually the AC pipe that links to the compressor, as you can see it down there. Now, you know, a lot of things are on the way holding that compressor in place, but this is the best option. You got to get the compressor out. When you have reached this destination, then welcome to the club. The previous owner said the compressor was bad, and I believe I can actually restore the compressor. You can see how terrible and dirty it is. So I'm going to be losing this compressor and getting it out of this very place, that this tight spot it is. So as you've seen, I have to get a lot of things out of the way to actually get that, which I was about to show you, like this. And you can actually see some other things, like including you're getting the fan out of the way and getting the battery stand out of the way. It gives you a lot of leverage to actually loosen this place up where the filter of the transmission is, as much as the solenoid that most of the times get failed oftentimes. This is what it is. So you can access a lot of things, including the engine, the motor mount that is on the driver's side, as much as the motor mount that's right in the middle. You can access it more. So some other things which I want to show you also is you can access the oxygen sensor. So you have a lot of things going on as soon as you get that out. Though I'm going to be removing the other oxygen sensor today also to replace it. But now the main question is, how did you get that compressor out of that very tight spot that is seen it right there? So I will be taking you guys on it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going to get that tensioner out, then you get this belt out, then you have two screws holding it in place, two bolts. One is up here, you can see that that's actually 10 millimeter, and you have another 10 millimeter down. I don't know if there are two down there, but when you access it from there, you can pretty much bring the compressor out from this very place. But the first thing first is you have to get that tensioner, as much as this serpentine belt. This mine is already loose and needing replacement, but since I'm very far away from Western World, I'm still going to be managing it for now until when I get that. So what I'm trying to say is, you have a lot of opportunity to fix some other issues when you have come to this very place, because you can see right now, you can see the shift, the safety neutral switch right there. You can see the thermostat, and you can see a lot of things down here. Even replacing this belt, it gives you a lot of edge. So for most of you who have your Ford Mondeo still there, who haven't sold it, who haven't sent it into junkyard, I believe you got a very great opportunity to get it working back again. And for the radiator, which is the main problem, the fan, as soon as you loosen it up, you have it's actually sitting here. It's not tightened, so you can slot it so you can pull it straight up. While you're pushing this in, someone has to help you push it in, just like you see me lose this one up. And be careful with the wiring not to mess it up. As soon as you get it out of the way like this, you can get it out. Now, this is the main nightmare I'm facing here right now. So a lot of you guys are gonna say, whoa, since you're far away from the West, what are you gonna do? That's a very good question, because here I'm gonna be brazing this right now. So you need to have that kind of a skill to braze this. The skill to braze aluminum. Most of you know that is one of the hardest braze. It's not easy. It doesn't come very easy, but I've actually mastered it. So I don't think I'm going to be opening. Maybe if you guys request for it, I'm going to be showing you how you can be able to master brazing aluminum. This one I'm going to braze it, because if I don't braze it, I'm not going to be going anywhere. It has had some kind of issue here. Although normally I'm supposed to actually replace this accumulator. Maybe later on I might actually. Then another problem again a lot of you guys are going to be having is, how did you unhook this joint? You know, a lot of questions for a lot of you guys who watch this video who trying to fix their AC, especially Ford Mondeo. So I see one of those reasons why most of you in the Western world just trash it. But for me, this is a great car, and I still want to have more time, spend some more year with it before I dish it out or scrap it, whichever. But for now, I've gone so far that I can't go back, and that is what I do. So you gotta be strong sometimes to actually do that. I'm done.
Just send them.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for them
to be calling.
To start calling.
So I'm gonna hear.
Okay, so you guys can see it, and like I was saying before, some other gentlemen come into the picture. If you can know how to remove this, then pretty much you are very skillful. So guys, for now I think this is where I'm gonna be stopping the video, because I can't actually be holding it and be telling you what I'm gonna be doing. Be doing it at the same time. So I'm gonna be getting that compressor off. It's secured by 10mm, but before then I gotta get this one out. Then let me pause the video for now. When I get it down, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, before getting this quarter ratchet into it, you want to switch this. All right, you want to switch this to here like this. Now in order for you to get it, Ford made it in such a way that there is very limited space, but it does fit in, because without it there is nothing you can actually do to get that thing out. So when I mean that this video is very beneficial, I'm serious. Now look at it. See it right there? So you gently walk it down. See it right there. Then as soon as you get in there, you gotta find, let me show you guys how it's done. Okay. Okay. Now once it's there, once you got in, you might want to find something, or maybe your hand to push it in. Maybe another little spanner like this. This is how to work on a very tight spot. Okay. As soon as you got in and click, you are all ready to go, baby. So it's all for you to rock and roll. Now you can see that wiggle it until you get in. Okay, now it's almost there. I gotta push it down. All right. You want to do this with a breaker bar, because you can see it, it's moving. So as it moves, okay, you can see it. Now for most of you guys, this is actually the first time I'm removing this tensioner, this serpentine belt from this engine since I bought this car. So you can see it's as easy as that. So when you're done, you can pull this one out. Then this one should be able to come out too. But you can see that the belt is out right now. All right, the belt is out. Compressor is free. The belt is out of that place. So if you want to change this belt, is very simple. That is the time that you have the chance to actually check it for cracks. Like you can see this one have a lot of cracks right there, so that's the time you can be able to check it. So, and not just check it, but to replace it. We might have to check the dealers, the parts store sellers, and see what I'm going to do there. Then when you're trying to get this compressor, you gotta be careful, because your CPK sensor is right there. You don't want to mess with that. All right, so let's get to the next point of taking the compressor down. Okay, here it is. So it's been secured by just 3 10mm bolts. You have one up there, you have 2 down here. You can see how dirty this compressor is. Oh shit. Okay, but since I've got the belt off, I'm gonna be removing these 10, unscrewing them right now, and start looking at the possibility of getting it out and get a service seat and see what went wrong inside, because he told me that the compressor is bad. Okay, guys, gotta keep you guys posted however it goes, but right now I'm gonna complete this video by telling you how I got the compressor off after removing it, because here is still very tight. That is how to remove it without having to drop this exhaust, right? Because I'm gonna be needing a hand if I have to drop this manifold, outlet manifold. So I want to see the possibility of getting this out without removing this, right? Getting this out without removing this. So stay tuned.